Hi there everyone, Jacqueline Jax from AVA Live Radio. So Harry Styles has a brand new video out and I am rather excited to unpack this one because I'm a Harry Styles fan. I think you are too if you're here to watch this video unpack with me. So you're gonna see a deep dive on the lyrics, a deep dive on what's going on in this video, as well as choreography, all kinds of goodies, because there's a lot to unpack here and you might not have understood it maybe the first time around. I don't know, or maybe you know more than I do. And if you do, then definitely leave me a comment below, because if I get good reviews from you guys, I actually include you in my written reviews over at AVA Live Radio. You can just look at the fan area and you'll see your reviews there right from the comment section of the videos. All right, guys, are you ready to unpack this? Because I really am. I am so excited to talk about this with you. Here we go.
Come on, Harry. We want to say goodnight to you.
Holding me back.
Wait, go back.
Gravity's holding me back.
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, wait, Harry, we want to say goodnight to you. Come on, Harry, we want to say goodnight to you. I think that means a whole lot more than we actually think. First of all, this first frame, you might not even realize, but one, look at the faces in the frame. Everybody is represented in this video. I mean, a lot of times you'll see videos and maybe you'll see a few different races represented in the videos, maybe just all female, male, certain age groups. This actually opens with a very large demographic represented, and I think that everything in this video is going to be needed to be unpacked. And the reason why is because he's not doing this just for his health. This is a very thought out video and I love where he's going with it, because if you guys have ever felt the struggle, have you ever felt the loneliness, the hurdles, any of that, this video is going to be something that you can really, really relate to. And that's why I want to unpack it today. So first of all, it opens with that, Harry, we want to say goodnight to you. All right. So open the door, right? Isn't that what that means? Open the door. Let us in. We want to say goodnight to you. And he's behind a frosted glass door, almost like, I want to come out, but I'm not really sure if I can. But then he comes out and he starts walking towards everything else, right? He starts walking towards whatever the future is with everyone else, very, very close to him, right? But then all of a sudden it starts to go back. As it says, holding me back, gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't you leave it at that? I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't you leave it at that? So why can't you help me? I think, why can't you help me, but just help me? Without judgment, help me just help me move forward. You know what I mean? Because remember, he's still unpacking himself, right? He's behind a glass door. And this is the first moment he's coming out of the glass door. There's a lot in this to unpack. Trust me, we're going down the hill for sure. Okay. So let's continue on. So the lyrics are holding me back. Gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't you leave it at that? Nothing to say when everything gets in the way. Seems you cannot be replaced. And I'm the one who will stay. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. Hang on. I'm like all over the place right now. All right, we're going back.
Hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave it at that?
And he goes right back in.
Stay.
Seems you cannot be replaced. Okay, this is really good. So is he talking about, now this part, I want to know if he's talking about a specific person or just everybody that he cares about in his life, or are they talking about him? Is this like a situation where gravity's holding him back, but then now he's talking to himself in like a different tone of nothing to say when everything gets in the way. Seems you cannot be replaced, and I'm the one who will stay. So is he talking to someone? Is he wishing this to be for him? Or is it a specific person that he's talking about. Because remember, they were wanting him to come out. They were wanting him, and I noticed throughout the video, as I did watch it before I came on here, I noticed that it kind of was the situation where moving forward, hindsight's 2020, right? Moving forward, I noticed that he tends to sing about being alone and being isolated like his father, but then they want him to come out, they want him to join, they want him to not be alone, because that's not the way it should be, and nothing is as it was, but that's okay. There's a brighter future ahead. And I think a lot of people do get stuck in that place, right? Like a lot of people do. I know that I have gotten stuck in that place once or twice before, right? Where you just kind of feel like you don't want change. You know what I mean? You're not embracing the change. You're a little afraid of the change, but the change is good, and struggle's really good, as we really know. I mean, go watch the Beyonce video that I just reviewed. Struggle's all over that video, and you know what? It was a good struggle, a very good thing. Okay, so let's back it up a little bit more, because he goes back into that door and then appears in this different space. Now, it's not the room per se. I think it's just a space with this gravitron circle. And what's happening on this circle is it's allowing time to pass. That's what I think the circle means. Because they're walking in place, right? But the theme is different as it goes around. So like at the first pass, he holds onto her hand. At the same time, he's delivering lyrics that really, really do speak a lot of truth into what he's going through. You know what I mean? And if you notice, no smiles on the faces. It's a very, very somber moment, right? So let's go back. This video is so short and it moves so quick.
Nothing to say, and everything gets in the way. Seems you cannot be replaced, and I'm the one who'll stay. Oh, it's not the same as...
Can we just talk about his vocals for a second, though? Oh my goodness, his vocals are stunning. Stunning. That falsetto is beautiful. And then just the way he's delivering the lyrics, it's so soft and empathetic and like heartfelt and soulful at the same time, right? I mean, it just couldn't have been a better tone that he picked for this specific video, the lyrics, the meaning of the lyrics. It really just all works so well, in my opinion. So the words in the chorus, and just in case you guys don't know, because I don't have the subtitles up. In this world, it's just us. It's not the same as it was, right? So you can't expect things not to change. In this world, it's just us. It's not the same as it was. As it was, like a reminder, it's not the same. So if you look at the turntable, and right now she's reaching for him like, oh, I want it to be the same as it was. No, it's not the same as it was. So he's walking away. But they keep trying to pass and keep trying to connect, right? But it's not the same each time. And I think that this has to do with more than just a relationship. I think this has to do with life. I really do. Because our lives move on, things change. And so when you watch a video like this, you realize that he's unpacking a whole lot of stuff, from pain to regret to maybe a new future and something completely different moving forward, which is hopeful. And when you see him in the end of this video, and I kind of walk you through what I think the end means, I think you'll understand why it comes full circle, and it kind of needs to. And maybe our Harry Styles is going to end up in a very good place after this album and video, which I would be so excited to see, because I love it when people find that good place of happiness. That's where you should be, where you're inspired and you're just in love, and not necessarily with one person, but just in love with life. And that is so, so important. That's what I want us to celebrate at this video in this review today. So let's go back a little bit. So now that I kind of told you my theory on this section, I don't think it's necessarily one specific person. It could be, but I think that it is just him reflecting forward on his life, like every person that he has loved and cared about. You can never hang on that tight, because if you're hanging on too tight, right, that it will get away from you. You have to accept the change. You have to know that everybody grows and that you grow yourself. And that's what I think this is kind of alluding to. Well, I think it's very much alluding to that, but I don't know. I could be wrong. This is just my opinion. Look, your fish is confused. They're walking forward, but every time they stop walking forward, the rotation moves them backwards. Did you notice that? So, you know, the words kind of like tell you, without telling you, that you need to move forward. The world is not the same as it was. It can't be. It never will be. You know, and when you stop moving forward, you're going to go backwards. Just like the opening of this film, the opening of this video had him gravity pulling me back, right? So the chorus is kind of reinstating that.
As it was,
and then she falls off.
Answer the phone, Harry.
Okay, so one thing, I love this second verse. This second verse tells me so much about, this actually told me so much about the story, and that's why I went back to the beginning and told you what I saw in the beginning, just so that maybe you could get a different perspective and add to it. You know, maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't, you see it differently. I don't know. Like, tell me, because I really want to know. I do not mind you having a different opinion than me. Trust me, I am one of those people that I love to hear everyone's views on things. I never think that mine is the only view. I just love to hear a good conversation about stuff. So I'm just giving you things to start you off, and then you can agree or disagree with me. All right, so let's do verse 2 before he delivers it. I just want to kind of give you what I think it means, because when you watch the video, we don't have to go back and like see it again. So, answer the phone, Harry, you're no good alone. So, like, you know, imagine Harry sitting there isolated, like, you know, by himself, not coming out. Answer the phone, Harry, you're no good alone. Why are you sitting at home on the floor? What kind of pills are you on? Ringing the bell and nobody's coming to help. Your daddy lives by himself. He just wants to know that you're well. All right. Now you're going to see him reaching up for help, and then they're going to start shedding all of their clothes, which is more than just clothes. They're shedding the old because they are about to have an epiphany, I think.
Why are you sitting on the floor? What kind of pills are you on?
Look, everybody's taking off.
Ringing the bell. Your daddy lives by himself. He just wants to know that you're well. In this world,
They're trying to hold on.
it's just us.
Now, what I'm really curious about is it looks like they're in a swimming pool, and these little bars look like there's something to grab, right? But they're not grabbing them. So I'm not really sure what they are. They almost look like the bars that you use to get out of the swimming pool. Like maybe people are putting help in front of them. So I don't really know what these bars mean, because they just didn't tie in, and nobody did anything with them moving forward as far as I can see. So that's something you guys can unpack.
It's just us. You know it's not the same as it was.
Okay, so they're back on the turn wheel, where you're running after somebody. If you stop, you go back. If you move forward, you can't really hang on. You can't really cling. So we're back on the chorus. Then there's a bridge. Okay, so you notice this is a fast, right? They're running. So the idea of the visual of them running is that the life is just going so fast. you know, when you do get out in it. And it does, right? Life goes so fast. Like this video came out this morning. I'm already doing a review on it right now. And I've just had a very long day. So life is just going fast. And you know what? If you're not running along with it, then you're standing still and supposedly moving back. That's what I think, and how this piece ties into the rest according to the video. Is he looking for a phone? That's what I keep wondering in this part. Okay, so now he's just exited that part, right? So all of a sudden they went from walking backwards to walking forward to standing still and then running forward and getting on the treadmill. So they're out on the treadmill, light speed internet, you know, all of the things whooshing by. But then he enters this end zone here, and this end piece to me is so amazing. It's like right out of Broadway. It's a choreographed part that it looks really incredible with him doing it, because all of a sudden it's like I feel his heart lighter and I feel bliss. So it went from confusion to and depression into a feeling of just absolute bliss, like letting go and being excited about the future. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel I get from this. Now, what do you guys feel you get from this? All right, here we go. As it was. And the smile. I love the smile. All right, you see what I mean? Like he literally, I'm here, and I'm excited for life. He left, I feel, excited for life, you know, like some of those old movies, like I can't remember the name of the old movies. The old movie that had a few of those dance moves in it. I feel like he pulled choreography from a very nostalgic old movie. You know what I mean? Where they were like, I'm free, I'm happy. You know, this is the universal symbol for like, I'm free and I'm excited and I'm enthused and I'm looking forward and I'm hopeful for the future. So I feel like this whole video went full circle and it was just fabulous. I love watching it. I love Harry Styles. He's just, his voice is just so beautiful in it. The falsetto is just elegant, and the way he delivered the lyrics was just so easy to listen to and so beautiful. Plus the story he gave us in 2 minutes and 46 seconds was insane, incomparable. I think this is probably surprisingly one of the best videos I've seen all week, and I thought that I had seen some really, really good videos that I just reviewed on this channel. I want to hear what you guys think of the Harry Styles video, and if you liked my review, certainly let me know. I also have one about Beyonce's latest, and
Oscars. Ooh, yeah.
I remember how powerful she always has been, and such a great symbol she is for women as well as Black women in the music industry and every industry.